Good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter, and I welcome you to the Mango Grove for your vacation analysis video. So we just closed a important weekly candle, and I thought, why not give you guys my thoughts on how I am looking at things going into this yearly candle close, right? We have a few weeks leading into this yearly candle close, and things are getting extremely interesting at this point. In this video, we're going to be giving you a quick overview on a few things I really want to touch on. Key levels on Bitcoin you want to be looking at going into this yearly candle close, key levels on Ethereum, and then this notion of people being short Bitcoin without fully realizing it, right? And that's going to be really important. So make sure that you watch that part at the very least. Fast forward to that part of the video if you want to. So let's get started really quickly, because I do want to get back to my drinks very soon. First important topic of discussion, key levels on Bitcoin. Bitcoin did something really impressive. Not only did it hold that major level of 17,200 that I've been harping on for freaking, months now. Not only did it hold that on this dip, it didn't even come down and test it officially. It came down to around 17,500, I believe, right? That was the low, 7,550-ish. It held 17,200, it held 18,200, and it closed above 19,200. If you guys do remember my last major Bitcoin analysis video, I said Bitcoin's going to be making it very easy for us by having $1,000 interims towards the downside or the upside, depending on which direction it's moving, right? Well, guess what? It closed above all three of those levels, 17,200, 18,200, 19,200 as well. And of course, I'm rounding up. It's more like 17,156, 18,180. You guys get the picture. But Bitcoin's looking good. It's impressing. It's surprising, and that's something I want to emphasize on. A lot of people are looking for the dip. A lot of people are bullish on Bitcoin now suddenly, and that's usually around the time when they don't get what they want, right? That's around the time when Bitcoin just keeps going, or an asset in general just keeps going and going and going and going without giving the market participants what they really want. But that's not to say that we are not going to go down, right? That we're not going to come down to those major levels that we discussed, right? Those key levels that Bitcoin needs to hold leading into the yearly close, which is somewhere around 14,000, perhaps even 11,900-ish. We could come down there. Remember, looking and drilling down into the lower time frames, the daily, we haven't started a convincing uptrend just yet. Once we do that, then the bears can get a little worried. We haven't done that just yet. People are harping on, hey, this might be an inverted head, or not inverted, an actual head and shoulder stop, blah, blah, blah. But keep in mind that those formations have only around a 40% chance of actually seeing a follow through, let alone meeting their measured moves, all right? So be very careful falling into all of that. You don't need to play that way. Play simple trend analysis and support and resistance. Keep it easy. Do it the mango way. Even Krisha, the pattern queen herself, will tell you that head and shoulders formations are kind of iffy to play. They tend to play out when you least expect them to. So, again, Bitcoin, key levels, 19,200, 18,200, 17,200. Let's move on over to, if we lose 17,200, we're looking towards first 15,000-ish, then eventually down to 14,000-ish, then eventually down to 11,900-ish, but we want to hold 14,000 going into the yearly close. That's exceptionally important. Ethereum did something really important as well. Really good candle close, held 555, right? Remember the key levels we've been talking about. 555, 489, and there's an interim level in between, which is around 520-ish, I believe, right? 520 or 530-ish. We may bounce there, but as long as we're holding 489, things are great. If we lose 489, I believe the level underneath is 420-ish. I may be wrong on that. But remember, the zone overhead is 620 to 666 on Ethereum. Ethereum is lagging behind. Ethereum hasn't done just yet what Bitcoin has done. It may begin to do it going into 2021, especially with these candle closes. Ethereum may actually pose great opportunity, and keep an eye on BTC chart, because if the BTC chart begins to look really good, then Chainlink may actually also start showing us the signs that we want to see on Chainlink for that bull run. Now, let's move on over to the last topic I want to touch on before I wrap up this video and get back on over to my drinks and my freaking poutine. But, I'll talk about that in a bit. What I want to really emphasize on for this video, guys, is that people aren't fully understanding what they're doing when they are trying to get cute with selling their spot Bitcoin onto the exchanges and try to buy it back lower, right? So they don't realize that they are actually going short Bitcoin. Whether they are telling themselves that in their head or not, they are actually doing that. Let's say you have an allocation of 20 Bitcoin, okay? In your head, you've told yourself 20 Bitcoin is the number of Bitcoin I want. But then you see a great opportunity that, hey, I'm going to sell Bitcoin at 18,200. I'll buy it back at 17,200 because this goofy kid with curly hair on this Mango website tells me that Bitcoin's coming down. You get cute and you listen to this random dude on YouTube and you sell your Bitcoin trying to buy back $1,000 lower. So now your 20 Bitcoin allocation has withered down to either maybe 10 or perhaps even 0 if you were stupid enough to do that. And now suddenly Bitcoin doesn't give you 17,200. It bounces at 17,500. You wake up on Monday morning and it's sitting at 19,300. I mean, I know it sounds like a bizarre situation, right? A bizarre scenario. But it could happen. And guess what? It happened, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people try to get cute and they lost out on their Bitcoin. What they didn't realize when they were doing it was that they were in a de facto short Bitcoin position, because you are short Bitcoin if you don't have the amount of Bitcoin that you intend on having, even if you're looking to accumulate, right? If you tell yourself that I've assessed my financial situation and I am buying 1% of my financial portfolio in Bitcoin, and that comes down to around 20 Bitcoin or maybe 50 Bitcoin, whatever your financial situation is, and then you realize that you have only 15 Bitcoin, well, you're short 5 Bitcoin, all right? And then if price starts running away from you, you feel the pressure that you need to get in your allocation before price gets too high. And believe me, guys, when I tell you that a lot of the hedge funds, the institutions, the big players are feeling like they are short Bitcoin, that they are in a short Bitcoin position, even though they don't have an actual short Bitcoin position. So don't try to get cute with your spot Bitcoin, all right? It is much easier to get out of a leverage trade if you're doing it the Mango way, right? If you're doing leverage the way Mango teaches leverage, which is the safer freaking way of doing things and not the risky, stupid shit that you learn elsewhere. If you use leverage the right way, it is much easier to not do stupid shit because it's so much harder to sell your Bitcoin and then rebuy it and sell it and rebuy it. That's just, nah, that's not the Mango way. That's not the stress way. So be very careful, guys. Understand that if you are selling your spot Bitcoin, that you are going into a de facto short position, okay? And you know what I keep harping on over and over and over again on these daily videos is that we play with the trend. And if I had to ask you right now, what's the trend? Is the trend on the higher time frames towards the upside or towards the downside? Very simply, right? Look at the world around you. Don't look at the freaking trend trading dashboard. Don't look at any indicators, nothing. What do you think Bitcoin is doing? Is it trending up or is it trending down? Whether it has down moves in the interim or not is irrelevant, because trends don't go up in a straight line. That's an impulsive move. That's a freaking pump. Call it what you will. Trends take its time. You'll see down moves, you'll see up moves, but it's trending towards the upside eventually. And that's what you need to keep your head on. Don't let these down moves get you emotional and do stupid shit. Charlie Munger was the one who said, I believe, while everyone is trying to do something smart, I got rich by trying not to be stupid. So that's all your goal should be for the rest of this bull market. Try not to be stupid. With that, I'm going to leave it off to the rest of the week. I'll probably see you guys maybe on Friday. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Throw it a like, leave a comment down below. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.